everyone, welcome back for another video. My name is Brenda Nyawara. I hope you had a nice weekend. So this past week we had Kenyans reacting to a documentary that was aired by NTV Kenya, and the documentary sort of exposed some Kenyans who made millions off of donations that were supposed to be for the less fortunate, to help them with this Rona situation, but then it's like they just sold off those donations and made profits. The whole saga was about items donated by Jack Ma, the Chinese billionaire, to Africa and to Kenya in general. These items were like masks, gloves, testing kits, those thermometers and face shields and stuff, and they were supposed to help with the Rona situation in this third world country, but then it's like guys took those resources and sold them off to make a profit for their own. And guys had a lot to say about this, but let me just give you the whole story. NTV Kenya quoted Dr. Godwin Agutu saying approximately 3/4 of Jack Ma's donation to Kenya was sold to Tanzania. And this is not alleged news, like this documentary went to lengths to prove this. And then they were saying the quota that was left to circulate in the market was sold out to other companies. Basically what was supposed to be given to the less fortunate, was sold out for profit. Like what kind of corruption is this? Guys had a lot to say, especially to Jack Ma himself, telling him, hey, you need to check where your stuff went to. Some responses were hilarious, but a lot of them had truth in them, It's so easy to just pick an easy topic and laugh about it, but there are some things that we have to call out, or we have to talk about, bring out in the air, let people discuss and let people be aware. Brian K says Jack Ma trying to figure out why he's trending in Kenya, and then trending for the wrong things, because if he goes on Twitter he'll just see how his donations were misused. Timothy Murekefu said your donations were eaten by hyenas in Kenya. Yeah, I know those hyenas. Hezron Ondimba says when Jack Ma realizes his donations to Kenya were directed to Tanzania by cartels, And it's funny, why Tanzania? Because Tanzania was the same country that had said there's no C-19 there, and someone even posted saying that those guys don't even wear masks. So how is it that these things were sold to Man, Africa, damn. Ronald the Don said Jack Ma should just organize 5 Chinese trillionaires to come buy this country. It's worth 25 trillion shillings. Sir Alexis says Jack Ma or any other donor, get your masks back, man, or just give to each individual Kenyan. Ezra Magata said it's high time for Jack Ma to send FBI to investigate how his donation to Kenya has been manipulated. I think we should have an investigation, definitely, because you're supposed to give these things to the less fortunate. Surely, how did it come to be a business for some people? Lil Trop says, after this Jack Ma situation, I'm looking for a way out of Kenya, and I don't blame him. Sir Jim Cage says, Jack Ma, are these the masks you donated to Kenya? And it's a lady wearing a leaf as a mask. And I've seen so many of these photos online where guys are trying to just protect themselves from by any means necessary. Guys even had like cut bottles and then they have the other half on their face, just trying to, that's so wrong, because as a government I would assume that they had some some funds at least in place to help the less fortunate when it comes to at least masks. And then the fact that there were donations and these donations never reached the grassroots, it pissed me off to just watch that. Senior Okoth says right now Jack Ma could be wondering why he's trending in Kenya, not knowing that his donations to the country were stolen by individuals. Enough is enough. Yeah, it's a sad state and it looks bad. And honestly, I wouldn't even want to put out that my country is corrupt, but then it's shameful, and it's the truth. It's a shameful truth. Burayo says, Jack Ma, next time you donate to Kenya, just do a follow-up. I know what I mean, or never again donate to us, cause it will never reach your objective. Okay, please do continue donating, because we have people who need it, but have some follow-up mechanism, put some standards in place so that guys don't just steal. It's so wrong, man, to steal from the less fortunate. How much do you have and how much more do you want? Wanjiro says, dear Jack Ma, do this for Kenya next time, please. And she's referring to a donation that South Africa received from the US where they were saying that the donations are going directly to the beneficiaries, not through the government, and that makes a lot of sense. D says, Jack Ma, please next time take your kindness to another country. Kenya is corruption cursed. Okay, no, keep donating to Kenya because we are a third world country. Some people do need it completely, but yeah, the corruption is too much. Bernard Atuya says, is Jack Ma aware that his donation enriched but a few public officials? Donations to Kenya should be done to NGOs. They can do a better job. Maybe they can, like the Red Cross and stuff. Patrick says, KEMSA officials shipped more than 3/4 of Jack Ma's donation to Tanzania and they're still walking free. I've not heard of any arrests since this expose. And he says, welcome to Kenya where impunity is our core value. Unfortunately, I can't even defend because I saw the documentary and I'm wondering, okay, I'm expecting some sort of punishment or arraignment in court or prosecution, but nothing. Chitechi Brenda says, hey Jack Ma, Kenya stole your donations, then bought it from herself and supplied to Kenyans. Please keep your donations. Dr. Miguna was amongst the first guys to call out these guys, yeah? Back in April, way back in April, he was the first guy to actually call out and say, hey, these things are being sold for profit. Because when Jack Ma posted on April 20th that he is donating stuff to Kenya and Africa, blah, 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 Dr. Miguna posted saying, Mr. Jack Ma, thank you for the generous donation. However, please be advised that the face masks, swabs, test kits, ventilators, all those things you donated to Kenya are being sold for profit. He called it out and I think we all just glazed over it and forgot about it, and now it's reality and people are complaining, but we're like, we saw it coming, it was said, and now it's happening and nothing is being done about it. Langat Gilbert Lasoi said, please Jack Ma, what you donate to Kenya was stolen. Come and help us to investigate. yeah, but then we also have our own judiciary, we have our own laws against corruption. We have people who are put in place to capture such stuff, and they're not doing their job clearly. Because this is where we cut the line. Too many guys have passed away from this thing, and you're stealing from people. You're stealing from coffers that are supposed to help people survive a pandemic. Kian KD says, in Kenya they have looted everything up to the donations from Jack Ma. If these donors are serious, let them follow up on their donations and make sure they're used properly and for the intended purpose. I think that's like the main thing, Maybe as a country we needed help, but then that help has to be monitored. In my opinion, yeah, that's a gone case. We need a whole other, a flip over, because we no longer have this integrity, and it's not the 40 million Kenyans. Trust me, the officials are maybe 100 people. I can understand why now guys would go on Twitter and call out these guys, pay attention to those things. Let me know what you think about this, and if you do have a voice, please, if you have a platform, please just go with it. If you make it loud enough, if you say it enough number of times, at least they'll see that, yeah, this is wrong and we should do something about it. Thank you so much for sticking to the end, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.